Hi, I'm Milt Tanzer, and I'd like to welcome you to part 12 of our series of real estate investments and how to make them. Today is a continuation of the last video that we did on short sales, foreclosures, and pre-foreclosures. The previous version was based on being a homeowner who is losing their home because of financial situations and so forth, who's losing their home through foreclosure. Today I want to talk to those of you who already are or could be real estate investors, and maybe buying a home at a good price would be a way to start your investment program. Now, there's a couple things you need to know. You already know that banks own millions of dollars worth of real estate that they don't want to own because it's not what they do. They're now faced with managing all kinds of real estates, trying to sell it, trying to get rid of those homes, and also get some income coming in to pay their shareholders or the people who have invested in their savings accounts, stock market, not stock market, but CDs, money markets, and so forth. This is why they need to get rid of these properties. But for some strange reason, banks are very, very slow in reacting. You may want to buy a foreclosed home, or worse yet, try to buy one under a short sale, and we'll talk more about that in a minute. And most banks are being very difficult about it. Yes, they have them for sale, but first of all, you've got to prove you can afford to do it. Secondly, the most important thing is that you're buying it in an as-is condition. Whatever it is now, you take. Now let me sidetrack a little bit first of all. I don't know if you're into watching DIY, the Do-It-Yourself Network, or in the Learning Channel on cable television. But the one program that they run regularly are flipping houses, where people buy houses, fix them up, and sell them for a profit. One of the episodes that really stuck with me was a couple who decided this is such a good opportunity, there's houses available for sale at a bargain price. He quit his job thinking he was going to make so much money flipping houses. Now he is married with 2 small children, and now all of a sudden no income, no future pension plan, no nothing. He was on his own. Well, he made the cardinal mistake that a lot of first-timers do, and that is he did not have a home inspection run of the property before he contracted to purchase it. This is a vital mistake. Keep in mind, first of all, that anyone who loses their home through foreclosure, chances are has lost all of their equity in it. They have lost all their equity in it, plus a lot more. A lot of them have just gone bankrupt in the process. In the process of leaving this home, they're probably going to strip it of everything that they think has value. I've seen some homes that have been stripped even to the wall plug outlets, the cover plates for the outlets. Why? I don't know. What they're going to do with them, I don't know, but they've taken every one of them out of the house. Appliances are a big thing that could be missing. But there's one thing that I heard about recently that even amazed me, and that is that somebody on a house that was foreclosed on, before they vacated the house, they loosened all of the wiring in each of the wall sockets and so forth around the entire house, went down to the main circuit breaker panel, disconnected those lines, and they pulled the copper wire all the way through the walls, gathered up all that copper wire, which has good market value at a recycle shop, and took it all with them. Can you imagine if you didn't do a pre-inspection what it's going to cost you to replace all of that wiring in the walls, which are already up, drywalled and painted? This is just one of many things. Roof inspections, termite inspections, all these things you need to look at before you consider buying a foreclosed on home. Now let's talk briefly about short sales. Short sales, as you undoubtedly already have heard if you've been following the news at all for the last year or two, are properties that are owned by the bank. They are told by their banking commission and so forth that they've got to get rid of some of these properties. It's killing them. In fact, you can see what's happened to the banks when they are getting bailout money from the U.S. government. So they've got to get rid of these properties. A short sale means that they are willing to sell you their properties, or any of the properties, or some of the properties, at below what is owed on the property. If there's a $100,000 mortgage on the property, typically you should be able to buy the property for about 20% less, or about $80,000. There's some good bargains here. But again, you've got to watch what you're doing. You've got to make sure that you have a home inspection run first so you know exactly what you're buying. Also, you don't want to buy a property that is in rundown condition in a neighborhood that is also run down, because if it does, it won't do you a bit of good to fix it up. It's going to go right back to the old state again. In fact, when I talk about my no money down purchases, one of them was a purchased that we laughingly referred to, my wife and I laughingly referred to, is our slums, because that's what it was. But it wasn't a halfway decent neighborhood. It's just these two small apartment buildings were let go, they were run down, and the owner had lost them through foreclosure. So anyway, you've got to know what you're doing when you buy a pre-foreclosed property or foreclosure property or a short sale. You've got to do your inspections first. I know I'm emphasizing this a lot, but it's vitally important to your success. Also, one final thing is that the property is now being held by the lender, who may or may not be real cooperative. Plan on spending some time before you're able to close on it. You can't rush into it. They're not going to be rushed. They'll do it in their own sweet time. And also, they will expect you to have enough money or financial backing or proof that you're going to be able to carry this thing, and they're not going to get it right back again. So anyway, short sales, foreclosed properties are a good investment opportunity for the right buyer, but you have to know what you're doing. That's what our courses are all about, showing you from beginning to end what you need to do to avoid getting into financial trouble, whether you're buying a foreclosed property, a short sale, or a property that's already well priced and producing good income in a good neighborhood. Keep this in mind. While you're at it, please take a look at our website, my main website at www.investmentre.com. You'll see it at the bottom of your screen here. And take a look at some of the programs we have available. Our programs start as little as $10 for an ebook, all the way up through complete courses that have audio, video. The same course I teach live at Florida Atlantic University in Boca Raton, Florida. So please take a look at our website. Spend 10 minutes browsing through it. You got a lot of free ideas. You'll read some testimonials from our customers and what they're doing. And it could be the most important 10 minutes you'll ever spend in your entire life. Thanks for watching. Please drop back regularly, because we have about a dozen videos online in the same place you found this one. And they all offer some free advice and tips on the various phases of real estate investing. Again, thank you again. I'll see you in the next video.